talk about cozy, delicious, simple food. Today, it's all about Makange ya Kuku, which is a Tanzanian recipe which needs very few ingredients, and it turns out delicious and flavorful. You'll need a whole chicken for this recipe, and I've already washed my chicken, removed the skin, and also I've patted dry the chicken using a paper towel to get rid of any excess water because you're going to be fried. So you're going to prep up some assorted peppers. I have yellow and red, coriander, we have garlic and ginger, lots of onions, and a few spices which you're going to find listed in the description box in the right quantity. So I'm going to place my fresh ingredients aside to make some space. Then I'm going to be adding in a touch of salt to my chicken, and the salt is going to season the chicken as it's frying. So you're going to place a deep frying pan with cooking oil over medium high flame and wait for around a minute or two for the oil to get ready. So adding in some salt to your chicken is going to give you that crispy edge while frying, and also it's going to season. When the oil is ready, you're going to carefully place in your chicken. Fry your chicken for around 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and keep watch so that your chicken doesn't burn. As you're frying your chicken, you're going to get a very lovely aroma in your kitchen. And the trick to place in your chicken is to carefully slide on the edge of the pan so that it doesn't splash oil. This is a broiler chicken, so if you're going to be using a free-range chicken, that is your 𝗟𝗄𝗃 chicken, you're going to boil the chicken until tender. Then you're going to transfer the cooking oil to add in that gorgeous golden brown color, and also to add in some more flavor to the chicken. So this is how my chicken is looking, and as you can see, the color is so lovely. Chicken is ready, and just look at that. So now I'm going to transfer to a bowl. Then I'm going to add in my next round. When your chicken is ready, you're going to use your tongs, remove from the cooking oil, and transfer to the rest. And I absolutely love that gorgeous color on the chicken. It's perfectly cooked, ready for the next step. So I'm going to wrap up my chicken with a plastic wrap. Now I'm going to scoop out some of the oil that I used to fry my chicken, transfer to a metallic cup, because I want to use the same pan to cook my kuku. Once I'm done, I'm going to place aside. Then in the same pan over medium flame, I'm going to add in my onions. Using the same pan is quite a hack because I have less utensils to wash. So you have noticed some fond on the bottom of the pan, so that is going to add in more flavor to the chicken. So this is a white and a red onion, which I'm sauteing for around 2 minutes until the onions have a nice golden brown color, which is going to create lots of flavor. A very light golden brown color. So the red onion is going to add in a very nice onion flavor, while the white onion is going to add in sweetness. When the onions are ready, I'm going to add in my garlic and ginger, saute for around 30 seconds. When ready, I'm going to add in my assorted peppers, carrots, add in tomato paste. This is a tablespoon. Then I'm going to stir fry everything for around a minute. Next, you're going to add in your spices. I have a teaspoon of paprika, curry powder, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper and turmeric, together with a chicken bouillon cube, which you can substitute with chicken stock cube. Once you add in the spices, this is how your veggies will look like. So I'm going to reduce the flames to medium. Then I'm going to cook for around a minute. I'm going to add in a splash of water because my pan is drying out. Then I'm going to stir in, and immediately I add in the water. You notice that the water deglazes the pan, and just look at that, yummy. So I'm going to add in some extra salt to fully season my dish. A minute in, I'm going to transfer back my chicken. Stir in the chicken. At this point, you're going to cook your chicken for around 5 minutes over low flame so that the chicken can absorb in all those nice spices together with those lovely flavors from the veggies. 5 minutes in, this is how your chicken will look like. As you can see, it's perfectly coated with all those flavors I was talking about. It's perfectly cooked, tender, yum, and the veggies are pliable, as you can see. So now I'm going to add in the final touch, which is adding in some color together with flavor. So you need some coriander, which you can substitute with parsley or even dill. Stir in the coriander, then I'm going to put out the flames and serve. Serve your chicken with some ugali, rice, or even chapati, and it's going to be absolutely worth it because the chicken itself is tender, juicy, flavorful because it has absorbed in all those nice flavors that we added from the curry powder. And also the veggies, my oh my, they're so delicious and flavorful. Everything is just perfect and totally worth trying.